Hello, Mainlander. If you're looking for passage, talk to Captain Gia.
Eating that mod.
Somebody help! Is someone there? Now you're mine. Victory is yours!
The end comes. The stars are aligned. Please next time.
bad move.
You wish to defeat me? Impossible!
My bones are not yet broken. Perfect shot. Thank the stars. Your aid arrived just in time. It warms my heart to hear these words. Perhaps you would be willing to speak with me for a brief while. It's nice to be guarded while I catch my breath for a short spell. I take it you know these lands. I am unfamiliar with these regions, I admit. I followed a strange gate leading from the lands I've sworn to protect. My kind, we face hardship, but hostility welcomes me here too, I see. The creatures that lay before me, they resemble a people from my world, yet the ones I know would have not acted so foolishly, or asked so many irregular questions. These creatures look foul, and their actions agree with their appearance. It is all very puzzling. I think I was right in my assumptions. You must possess a fair amount of knowledge concerning this land. I believe I'm getting to understand you better, but allow me one more question. What is your role in this world? What do you deem your purpose to be? That is a noble cause, yet I fear that you may find much pain on your path as well. Still, perhaps you would be able to aid me in my troubles. Thank you for all you have told me. I suppose it is only fair that I introduce myself now, is it not? I am called Biocell, and I am a ranger of iron ore. I have come to this world by accident, after I passed through a strange gate I discovered, hidden just out of sight. I would not have come here, were not that my people were tasked with the protection of a tranquil land. Lately we find ourselves besieged. New threats have arisen, and I was sent out to find help or allies. Upon entering this strange world of yours, I approached this small band of Thalmor, you call them? They attacked me after I refused to answer their questions. Now I am uncertain if coming here was a mistake or not, but at least I found you. Would you care to meet my kind and its leader? Or perhaps even join our cause? Whether it be honour, fame or gold you seek, I am certain we can cater to your needs in a satisfying manner. An adventure is the very least you should expect. I hope you do not romanticise my predicament. This is no fairy tale you step into. I'm afraid you will need to find your way to our base of operations by yourself. We will meet again once you seek out the old farmhouse east of Barg End.
Did you see that? What? Something like a shadow just swept by. I think it's one of those big folks. Oh, this again. You've been smoking too much, cousin. How long do I gotta put up with this big folk invading the Shire nonsense? The Shire was peaceful enough for my parents, and by the hair of my toes it will be peaceful enough for my children too. Ain't nothing dramatic about to happen any time soon. Oh yeah? Well, what about that one? Who's been smoking too much tobacco now? Great Tuck, you were right. Let's just stay calm. Maybe she won't notice us.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go? You'd best stay in town, traveller. There's been strange business in the wilds of the Shire. You ventured outside of town. Trouble?
Huh? What do you want?
Yes, big folk. Ain't seen you before, have I? I hope you haven't come here to start any trouble. Care to look at my wares? It will only take a moment of your time. Big folk. Disturbers of the peace, that's what you are.
Alright then. All the comforts of home. Until the next time. Take a look.
Come on. I'm sure I've got just about everything you need.
Ooh, everything you need. Oh, another new face.
I am sorry. Truly. Oh hey, did you need... Oh, didn't see you there.
Pardon my suspicions, but it seems every time one of you big folks shows up, bad things follow.
Hello, friend. Yes?
If you're looking for adventure, well, you're in the wrong land, stranger.
Well, well, what have we here? A stranger approaches the secluded base of the Rangers. And yet she didn't mention to report to the gatekeeper. That girl never was a bright one to begin with. Well, at least I have you now. From what I can tell, you check out all right. Please find your own way into the base. You should be fine. Just don't forget to shine your light on the situation. If at the end of the day you are still pondering my choice of words, then the Rangers will have no use for you. The pleasure is mine, of that you can be sure. Give my regards to Thorman. He'll be so glad to hear from me. You will find him inside. State your business. Speak quickly. State your business.
Captain, looks like the mouse sprung our trap.
I strongly suggest you speak quickly to explain your presence here. Buyer cell sent you. I suppose I can see why, especially if you helped her from a pack of foes. But any scoundrel could pick up a name, couldn't they? Such a pity she isn't here to confirm your tale. So, just to be safe, describe her to me. I guess it is safe to say you did meet her. Perhaps we started off on the wrong foot. You may not be my enemy after all. I need one more thing before your release is warranted. What is your name, stranger? Thank you. My name is Thorman, and I am Buyer Cell's captain. Your words have earned you your freedom. Now please, follow me into our base. We will continue our conversation in there.
Thorman, this is a joke, right? You're not actually going to let her in, are you? She hardly answered the way we agreed on.
You're right, she didn't. But my reasons behind this decision are my own. Go ahead and unlock her cage.
Just a fair warning. If you so much as adjust your sheath while you're in here, I'll have a dagger up your throat faster than you can apologize. I hope that's perfectly clear. Here's the key, Outlander. I'm sure you know how to use it.
Good you're back. We never got the chance to finish our discussion from earlier. What of these trolls? I suppose you think they came down from the mountains by chance as well. These are no coincidences.
Listen, Foridon, I've heard your opinion, but what would you do about the situation right now?
I don't know. Something. Anything is better than sitting here talking about what could be done.
We cannot act too hasty. We need to think about our actions. Think about the consequences. We can't just barge into people's lives and disrupt their routines. We need to act with caution, that's all I'm saying.
I think Fordon has a point, though. I too am wary of sitting idly by while our enemies move at the fringes of our sight. How can we hope to do good if we cannot warrant the safety of those we're supposed to protect? How can we leave our mark on this world if we sit still?
I see what you're trying to do, both of you. You would replace my vision with your own. I'll have none of this. Thorman, you've been quiet this whole time. Surely you can dismiss their concerns.
Concerns? It sounds like you three are still not satisfied with the way I deal with our problems.
I am satisfied, Thorman. I was just telling Foridon and Tinruth that we should have faith in our capabilities.
Jersik, you coward! Hiding behind the chief again?
No need for hostilities, Tinruth. Thorman, you know how I feel about maintaining a passive stance in these times.
I am well aware of your reservations. You also know nothing has changed. We need more information before we can turn to action.
Of course. But we should at least dispatch scouting parties to see what areas are threatened. What is the use of waiting until it's too late?
We would, if we could spare the manpower. Yet we cannot afford to discontinue our regular duties. I need everyone on their post, and that is that.
If you insist, Thorman. I just wish my post wasn't between the four corners of this base all the time!
Stop playing the victim, Tinruth. We know you are capable, and no, we're not holding you back. patience is one of the final lessons you need to learn, apparently.
If only someone would actually teach me anything.
Ah, there's a familiar face. I'm glad you found your way to our base, Outlander. It took you longer than most, though. I assume you've met Thorman, our captain?
We have met, yes. And I hope the Outlander forgives me for the manner in which it happened.
I think that means you were locked up in our cage. Isn't that right? Thorman, this one helped me defeat a gang of... Thalmor, you call them? I owe my life to this Outlander.
I know. She told me about your shared battle. That display of bravery played a sizable part in the Outlander's release. I would welcome such a brave soul, if they were willing to lend a hand in some of our efforts. I assume that is why you sent her here by herself. You expressed our need for aid?
I did indeed. Therefore, I am glad the Outlander showed up. I think she will be a boon to our cause.
For better or for worse, we are in need of aid. Please speak to the other rangers while Byersell and I discuss what needs to be done.
Hello, Outlander. Can I get you something?
Yes? Greetings. It is my pleasure to meet you. Despite what the others may think, I believe you will be a great boon to our company. But perhaps I speak too soon, and my words are filled with too much hope. However, we could truly use some light in this darkness, and I hope Thorman will decide to have you join our ranks. As a hired hand, of course. If I could answer any of your questions, let me know. I am Forodant. And how may I address you, stranger? Glad to make your acquaintance. In what other way can I be of assistance? I traveled through the Shire to assess any rising threats. If you need to know what occurs in between these hills, I am most skilled in moving unseen and treading silently. Without the knowledge I provide to our company, we might just as well be blind. Being assigned to this region could be thrilling, were it not that Thorman is so reluctant to act. I know what happened to the other rangers, but I don't understand why we need to sit, wait, and talk everything over so often. What good can come from a passive stance at a time when the shadows grow? At this moment, I wish I could have gone with Theobald's company. But maybe times are changing. You are here after all. After weeks of sitting around and doing nothing, you are the first change this company has seen in a long time. I welcome you, and you've got that eager look in your eyes. It is true I know nothing of you, but I have a feeling you will be of value to our cause. I'm afraid you could not. Well, not a proper rank. But with a decent attitude and excellent results, what would your ancestry matter? I think you could fight alongside us if you sufficiently prove your worth. I earned my position here through the skill and efficiency I displayed in the past. I would love to share some of the tales of my adventure, but now may not be the best time to sit and exchange stories. Sure.
Huh? I'm to believe that you could be the answer to our problems. Truthfully, I fail to see why we should trust you. We're doing quite well on our own, thank you. What task is there for you to do that I wouldn't be able to do myself? I just wish I had more time to perform all these extra duties. Let me know if you need any information from me. I am Tinruth. What should I call you then? Alright. Need anything else? I'm a busy woman, you know.
Ha! I'm unsure your weak mind will fathom it. I'll try to explain it to you. While the other rangers go to the Shire and perform their tasks, I remained here to defend the base and prioritize the tasks that need to be completed.
Indeed it is. As I'm sure you could see, it allows little time for petty conversations. It used to be dull, but now things are in motion. I've seen shadowy figures near our base, and rough-looking men in the fields. I'm not allowed to engage, though. Thorman won't allow it. I just wish he would treat me more like buyer cell. I know your type. You think you could storm in here and earn your position in higher ranks after performing just a few tasks here and there. This isn't a group like that, friend. In any case, I joined before you did, so I'm due for promotion long before you can escape your menial tasks. I was sent to Thorman to finish my training under his guidance. I wish he would grant me the title already. How much longer do I need to prove myself? But I think I already said too much, and I won't discuss these matters with a stranger anyway. You? Ha! You're not even of our bloodline. I think the best you could do is perform. If I ever need to have my boots polished, I'll send you a note.
Of course.
Huh? Yes? You'll have to excuse me if I won't greet you with a merry smile and a hoping heart. I do not know who you are, where you're from, or why you're truly here. I hope you will not betray the trust of Thorman and loyal but that is the extent of my faith. Alas, if you have any questions for me, it is my duty to provide you with the... But I hope we can be brief. Conversations are not something I find comfort in. I am called Durusk. I suppose you would have a name as well. Alright then, what else would you like to know? I fight. I also know how to mend broken weapons and armor, and train some of the other rangers. But I mostly just meet our foes on the battlefield. Isn't much more to say. I am fond of these halflings here. It is mostly a peaceful land with many beautiful vistas. But I fear for this place, as a shadow spreads over its green hills and fields. The thought of a corrupt Shire fills me with dread. However, I know what my duty is, and I will perform it with vigor. What reason do I have to trust you? This is not a life of glory and triumph. It is one of hardship, where the smallest of errors will I am reluctant to put my life in the hands of a stranger who stumbled into our base just minutes ago. There is something I should have told you earlier. I will not have any... Come to me if you need training, but if you search for the secrets of my wrongdoings, you will not find... Is that understood? For now, let me be Durusk, Weapon Master to you. No, rangers are a kind of people, not something you can become, like... Let me be honest. I don't think you are fit for the challenges that come with the life as a protector of the Shire, but I've been known to judge others hastily in the past. Work hard and well, and you might earn your way into a more prominent position in our group. Uh-huh.
Outlander, after some consideration, we'd like to ask you to perform some minor tasks for us. Your efforts would truly help our cause, even though the jobs appear mundane. We do not have much gold to offer, but you will be compensated for your work.
I know our offer to perform trivial jobs doesn't seem like much, but you would truly help our effort should you accept. What say you? Will you help me once more? I am happy to hear it. Take some time to explore our base, or to speak to my fellow rangers to see. I will see you again soon.
What are the specifics? You'll have to forgive me if I seem overly suspicious, but what business is that of yours? Then we shan't begin. I guess it's all. I wasn't born in the Shire, but rather far beyond its southern borders. There I grew up, born into the race of the Dunedain, and destined to be a ranger in my later years. But at that time I was just a normal kid, and I got into trouble just as well as the rest of them. I can recall one time specifically. We stole all of the livestock off the local farm and snuck them into one of our neighbors' houses. What was that we used to call him? It was, Grouchy Ned. Anyways, Grouchy Ned awoke the next morning by a startled pony, which we had tied to his leg the night before, dragging him across his house. The next thing anyone in the town knew, there came cranky old Ned crashing out his kitchen window, chicken feathers and expensive silverware bursting into the street afterward. Needless to say, it wasn't long before he found the two little rascals that set the whole thing up. Both of us had the pleasure of working for Ned to pay off the damage we caused. I had a good friend back then. That was a long time ago. It would be best not to dwell in the past for an extensive period of time, lest we forget. That is none of your concern. If you'll excuse me. Good. We still have work to do. Good. Like I said before, I wish to discuss some tasks with you that need doing. Nothing too difficult, but you might greatly aid our efforts. I have 5 different tasks you can choose from. I noticed our food stores are running low, and the base is in dire need of materials for maintenance. I also received word of a wolf pack about to cross the Shire borders. Finally, I understand that strange folk have been sighted in some of the villages in these areas. What matter would you like to attend to? We've overheard rumors of goblin camps here in the Shire. I'll be honest with you, we receive tales like this quite frequently. Nevertheless, there is a slight possibility these rumors have some truth behind them. In any case, I suggest you proceed with great caution. Outlander, after some consideration, we'd like to ask you to perform some minor tasks for us. Your efforts would truly help our cause, even though the jobs appear mundane. We do not have much gold to offer, but you will be compensated for your work.
I know our offer to perform trivial jobs doesn't seem like much, but you would truly help our effort should you accept. What say you? Will you help me once more? I am happy to hear it. Take some time to explore our base, or to speak to my fellow rangers to see what needs to be done. I will see you again soon.
Good. Like I said before, nothing too difficult. I have 5. I also. 5. What matter would you like to attend to? We've overheard rumors of goblin camp. I'll be honest with you. Nevertheless, correct you are. Luckily, none have dared attempt one. The goblins around here are more clever than most, and will undoubtedly. Once you find the entrance to their camp, there will most likely. No 2 goblin riddles are the same. That said, your mission is to search the area. If you do, find out how to get inside by solving the riddle, and then get that information back to me as soon as possible. That is it. We'll handle it from there.
See you.
Not at all. What's on your mind? Sure. My father took up the life of a watcher. Because of this, I was raised on the road. Wandering from village to camp just seemed natural to me. I was too young to fully understand where we were all going, or why, but back then I remember one time, my parents were travelling in the woods near Tildo's Troll, when they noticed a pack of wolves had surrounded some of the local farmers. It was the first time I'd seen my parents in action. They were magnificent. From that point, I wanted nothing more than to become a ranger. But I could go on and on. Shall we continue with current matters? Well, I personally believe you have a purpose here. I do not know what path led you down to the Skyrim gate, what quest sent you that way, or why I found you of all people. Some might find my trust absurd, but I think you are tied to the Shire in a way some would think that the fate of the Shire is in your hands, and your courage is found in the most unlikely of places after all. Why? Perhaps, and you give me courage. Stay safe.